Good morning, guys. For those of you who would like to learn more about CBD oil and its health benefits, go to martinbrodellcbd.com in the description box. And then for those of you who would like to boost your immune system, go into Alaska Chaga, click on that link also in the description box, and find out why millions of people drink it every day. You get 10% off and free freight. And by the way, in the CBD oil, martinbrodellcbd.com, you get, if you're military, you get 5% off. And also, for those of you who would like to help our veterans, go to Hero Soap Company. They make some great all-natural soap products. They're owned by vets, and they give part of their profits to veterans that are down on their luck. Let's go to Zero Hedge here. Exposing the Robinhood scam. Here's how much Citadel paid to Robinhood to buy your orders. Frankly, we've had it with the constant stream of lies from Robinhood and never-ending bullshit from the company's CEO, Vlad Tenov. It says here that, frankly, they've had it with Tenov scheduled to testify on Thursday alongside the CEOs of Citadel, Melvin Capital, and Reddit. The Aprian mea culpas have started to emerge, if a little too late. The former HFT trader spoke late on Friday on the All In podcast hosted by Chamath, and I'm not going to try to say that last name, who had strongly criticized Robinhood over the trading restrictions, and Jason Calacanis, a Robinhood investor, and said that no doubt we could have communicated this a little bit better to customers. What he is referring to, of course, is Robinhood's outrageous decision to restrict the buying of 13 heavily shorted stocks on January 28th that had been driven to record highs, including GameStop, whose shares had surged to more than 1,600%. It says there that Tenov said the restrictions were necessary due to a large increase in collateral deposit requirements by the DTCC, but that was not spelled out in automated emails sent to Robinhood customers early on January 28th. And then he decided to pull the oldest trick and deflect attention from his own mistakes by blaming conspiracy theories. As soon as those emails went out, the conspiracy theories started coming. So my phone was blowing up with, how could you do this? How could you be on the side of the hedge funds, he said. What Tenov did not say or explain is why his company, which is merely a client-facing front of Citadel, which buys the bulk of Robinhood's order flow to use it perfectly legally in any way it sees fit, was so massively undercapitalized that the DTCC required several billion more in collateral to protect Robinhood's own investors against the company's predatory ways of seeking to capitalize on the gamification of investing, making more or less than a trivial pursuit to millions of Gen Z and millennial investors, a point which Michael Burry made so vividly. And as Cassandra said, the Main Street revolution is a myth. Zero commissions and gamified apps were designed to feed flows to the two most influential WS trading houses. A few HFs got hurt, hedge funds, hedge funds. But if retail is moving toward more trading and away from the fundamentals, Wall Street owns that game. Anyway, there's a lot more to this, and there'll be a lot more to come out, I imagine, in due time. And then grid chaos sparks massive rolling blackouts across Texas. We've officially hit the holy effing shit levels here. Wow. I wonder what gives. It says here that rolling power outages are in effect across the state of Texas as a polar vortex split has poured some of the coldest air ever into the central U.S. There are nearly 2 million Texan customers without power as of Monday morning. Wow. You guys stay safe down there. Man, oh man. And then Biden calls on Congress to strengthen gun ownership rules. And I know everyone is like, why is the military letting them do this? Once again, they want us to see just how crazy these people really are and what they're willing to do. Let's see, S&P futures hit record high, oil soars. Silver squeeze hits London as Silver warns of limited available silver. Climate war accelerates ESG craze, sparking surge in iridium spot prices. A market crash and high inflation, perhaps, twin dangers ahead. And keep in mind, they always warn of a market crash, and they will warn of it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then all of a sudden, and that doesn't happen. Market just keeps going up and up and up, and then all of a sudden, bam! And that's what it's going to be like when Trump and company come back. It'll be like, bam! Either that, or let's put it this way: when the military decides to unleash holy hell on this government, kind of like what the military did over in Myanmar. What else here? U.S. home prices pass 2005 peak level. And then, does the world need a gold-backed Deutsche Mark? We need to be gold-backed in this country, I'll say that. And Russia boasts European partners will help defeat U.S. efforts to sink Nord Stream 2 pipeline. And I've said it before, I'm going to continue to say it. We will see, when Trump comes back, in years down the road, we're going to see a whole new type of energy coming about. And it'll be cheap, and it'll be fantastic. It'll be available everywhere. Let's see here. And the energy trader says we've officially hit holy shit levels. If I was a betting man, I'd say folks are going to go out of business. And then new Ebola deaths in West Africa declared epidemic situation. Serious alarm as the last major regional outbreak for 5 years ago killed over 11,000 people. They are forever trying to kill the people of Africa. I tell you what, that's just, man, I can't believe anybody's still alive over there. Every new virus that comes out, they try it over there first, I think. And then NATO's road to perdition with Ukraine. NATO outlived its usefulness when the Soviet Union fell. And now, as Ukraine nears acceptance, it appears that whatever remains of the brains of the organization are gone as well. NATO has been rotten for a long time. And then opening the CIA's can of worms. Corporate mainstream media are stenographers for the national security state's ongoing psychological operations aimed at the American people. Ever since the CIA came into being in 1947-48, they immediately began to take over the media. TV medias, print media, the whole thing. And people are becoming more and more aware of it all the time. And then mapping the wealthiest billionaire in each of the U.S. states, it says among the richest of the rich in the U.S., most are men. But there are 10 female billionaires who are the wealthiest in their respective states. And if you want to see that, you go on to Zero Hedge and take a look. And then America's out-of-control teens are on a historic crime spree. That's because of the Democrats, because they want Antifa and BLM to do whatever they want. They want them to create chaos. And then China shows off super soldiers equipped with exoskeleton suits on heavily disputed border. The PLA has gone all in to develop super soldiers. And yeah, they just keep getting more and more high tech all the time with the super soldier thing. And it's not just them doing it, we're doing it too. So is Russia. And then Biden initiates process to close Guantanamo Bay prison permanently. Not going to happen. It says White House launches review of the U.S. military prison that costs over $500 million per year to operate. And or maybe they will let him do it. I don't know. But keep in mind, that's not the real Biden that we see there. I don't know where the real Biden is. I don't know if he ever does show up. Who knows? Let's see here. Oil surges to January 2020 highs. Lincoln Project donors include Romney's Bain Capital and China-linked companies. It says in the wake of several scandals rocking the infamous and now failing Lincoln Project, reports are surfacing of the organization's that contributed major donations to the group, and those that donated are facing backlash. Romney, as we have heard, is involved in child trafficking, and so yeah, it's going to be very interesting for sure. Let's go to a Breitbart here real quick. Biden restrictions on ICE agents to devastate U.S. border towns. He'll destroy them. He will destroy those border towns with that. And then Ray Rabus. Ilhan Omar's promotion shows anti-Semitism now accepted in Congress. Gorka explains how to fight cancel culture. You must not buckle under. Scottish Christians warn that hate crime bill will stifle honest and open debate, and that's what they intend to do. You know, and keep in mind, as I read off the things that are happening, that it's forcing people to wake up more and more. Weaponized by woke activists, UK police recorded 120,000 non-crime hate incidents. And then big tech blinks. Google, Facebook scramble for Australian news content deals. Jeff Flake. GOP will be in permanent minority if party doesn't break from Trump. Jeff Flake is part of that human trafficking group down in that area, from the Marshall Islands, I believe it is. Dick Morris, Dems trying to kick Trump on the way out with phony impeachment. LeBron James warned about excessive flopping. Who cares? Jamel Hill, Mavericks were right. The anthem no longer belongs in American sports. And Jamel Hill, maybe you don't belong in America. And then LA restaurant workers deemed essential for vaccination priority. The more you find out about the vaccines, the less you want them. And the Navy veterans' wallet lost in Antarctica returned 53 years later. That's pretty cool. 12-year-old shoots alleged intruder to save grandma. Good for him. And daughter of Lombardi Trophy designer demands apology from Tom Brady. Oh, for throwing it. Yeah. And then Biden policies force release of 200 migrants into Texas border community. Yeah, I mean, there will be hell to pay in that area. What Biden is doing there. And keep in mind, it's not what Biden's doing, it's what the people behind him are doing. And then social justice at NASCAR's forefront as new season begins. And yeah, I know it's hard to watch. It's hard for me to report a lot of this stuff. It's hard for me to read it. But just know that what we're watching is it's what's necessary for people to wake up. They know they're not going to wake up everybody, but you know what I'm saying. I've said it over and over. And so we just need to let everything play out. God bless y'all. Have a great day, guys. And yeah, it's kind of nippy here. It's 12 degrees, and we still got some snow on the ground, but I think the sun is about to come out, and so it'll warm up. God bless y'all. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye now.